Okay, boys and girls, for today's project, you're going to use a foam rectangle sheet, a leaf tracer, some Elmer's glue, scissors, something to write with, and aluminum foil. All right, let's get started. Part 1. For this part, you're going to take your foam sheet and your tracer. Place your tracer on top, making sure it lines up. Next, I'm getting my something to write with. This is a Sharpie. Sharpies are permanent, so you have to be really careful around your clothes. Make sure to hold it straight up and down, not side to side. And you're just gonna go careful and slow around the outside edge, tracing the outline of your shape onto your foam piece. If you make a little bit of a mistake like I did here, that is a-okay. Because we're going to cut this out, all you have to do is trace it again. Trace. Next, you're gonna get your scissors. Notice how I'm holding them in a safe way when I'm not using them, protecting from the sharp part. I take my thumb and put it in the small hole, my fingers in the big hole, and make sure to hold it so that when I open my hand, it opens. When I close my hand, it closes. This way, I have my thumb on top. Line up your scissors with your line. That way, the line is going directly over top, and when you cut, it cuts exactly where you would like. When I cut, I push the thing I'm cutting as far back into the scissors as possible. Almost like you're taking a bite out of a sandwich. You would use your back teeth instead of your front teeth. This helps you control where you cut. Am I turning my scissors more, or am I turning my foam more? Actually turning my foam. I'm just cutting all the way through until I get to the end, and ta-da! Perfect. Now I'm putting my little pieces in. This is mostly just to show you that if you make a mistake, it's okay, because in the final product, you won't even notice. So if a little caterpillar came in and let's see, ate a bunch of that leaf, it's okay. I'm gonna put my scissors away in a safe way and get ready for my next step. Dun, da, da, da. I finished cutting, and I'm ready to glue. I have to twist my Elmer's glue up until that white dot at the top disappears. Now, if you're like me, your glue might have a little bit of dried glue on top that you have to peel off with your fingers. I want you to watch as I add the glue around the outside edge, and I want you to think, am I adding a lot of glue or a little glue? Think it in your head, and what do you think? Yeah, I'm adding just a little glue. You really do not need a lot when using white Elmer's glue. We did the third part, gluing. Now let's get our aluminum foil. I'm gonna turn my leaf over and press it down on top of my foil. Now, I'm gonna fold it over, but right now I notice there's a lot of extra that might get in the way. So using my scissors, I'm just gonna cut off that extra bit, making sure to leave a good amount of space in between. I don't wanna cut right next to my leaf, or I won't be able to fold it over. But just enough, so that when I fold, it can hold onto the back. Now when I'm folding, I want to try and really push it into those edges. If your foil rips a little bit, that's all right, because leaves always rip in real life. Fold over, fold over, fold over. It might look a little bit like a baked potato. Notice how I'm pressing down on each of these edges. And all done. Let's flip it over and see what it looks like on the other side. So pretty. All right, we did that step of folding. Now ready for part 2. My favorite part. we are going to decorate. You're going to get your multiple colors of Sharpies. I want to make sure I don't have any glue on my top surface, or the Sharpies might not work too well. Using my black Sharpie, I'm adding some leaf lines. These can be straight lines coming up from the middle, or these can be curvy, wavy lines. Next, I'm coloring in with different colors that I have. I can do it in a pattern or coloring solid. I can do one color or two colors, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can even do dots on top. This part is really up to you to get creative. I might even add some blue. Making sure to cap my Sharpies and use them really careful and responsibly. Let's see our finished leaf product. Ooh, it's so incredibly beautiful. I hope you have fun today, boys and girls. Great job.